15 years ago, Intel released their most legendary series of processors, the i7. And in that time, a lot has changed in the industry and the world. So let's take a look back at that very first i7. There were originally 3 models released back in 2008, the i7-920, 940 and 965. I have the lowest end one, the 920. It has 4 cores and 8 threads on the 45nm Bloomfield architecture and a clock speed of 2.66 GHz with a boost of 2.93 GHz, only on certain cores though. This CPU is on the high-end X58 platform, so it has a triple channel memory controller as well as a buttload of PCI Express slots, which was required for SLI at the time. Kind of a redundant thing now. To try and modernise this CPU, I managed to get an overclock on it on 4.17 GHz and will be running all of the gaming benchmarks like this. Due to the overclock, my system is now a bit GPU bound, so there might be more performance on the table with a better GPU, but I think this is a pretty good representation of what you'll get from a 920. In CSGO, the i7-920 managed to deliver an average frame rate of 236 FPS at 1080p competitive settings. It maintains a 1% low frame rate of 69 FPS and 0.1% lows of 9 FPS. This is due to the intensive nature of the benchmark map. Moving on to BeamNG Drive, the 920 provides an average frame rate of 69 FPS at 1080p on high settings. It manages 1% lows of 42 FPS and 0.1% lows of 22 FPS. When it comes to Halo, there's a solid average of 71 FPS at 1080p on ultra settings, with a 1% low frame rate of 60 FPS and a 0.1% low of 50 FPS. Great showing here. Cyberpunk 2077 running at 1080p Ultra achieves an average of 52 FPS, with 1% lows of 41 FPS and 0.1% lows of 39 FPS. In Epic Games Fortnite, the 920 delivers an average of 56 FPS at 1080p Ultra settings, with a 1% low of 15 FPS and 0.1% lows of 5 FPS. These lows mostly occur during the loading screen in the battle bus and the general aerial movement. I was very surprised that the 920 managed to hold up this well after 15 years. Just with a little bit of overclocking, you can really bring it up to date. You could easily have stuck with this, only upgrading your GPU, and have a blast all this time. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Ciao!